Hello, everyone. This is Jennifer Seven with Seven Company Weight Loss and Wellness Center, and I want to welcome you to our first 7-week tune-up challenge. Congratulations on making this decision to be part of this program. I thought I'd start with just a little bit about why I decided to offer this program. Here at Seven Company, we know how challenging it is to lose weight. And it's even harder when you've gained a little bit of weight back and then you come in and you want to lose it the second time around or the third time around. It's really tough. It's challenging. I've tried it myself and I know my coaches have, and we have so many dieters that come back and they start off great, and then couple of weeks into it, they begin to hit some roadblocks, and sometimes they just quit or they struggle. And I wanted to come out with a program that I felt would really, really make a difference. So here it is, the inaugural 7-week tune-up challenge. I wanted to start today with talking about the why, and also we're going to talk about goals. So let's talk about the why. Why is why important? Well, I want to show you a book, and I know it's going to give you reverse image, but this book is called Start With Why by Simon Sinek. And it's an excellent book. It's a leadership book, actually, but it talks about why we do things and why we make decisions. And you would think it was about our rational brain, but it's really more about our emotional brain. So let's talk about the difference. There's 2 levels in our brain, according to Simon Sinek. One is the limbic brain, and the other is the neocortex. The neocortex is our rational brain. It makes very logical, rational decisions. I know I want to lose weight, so I need to eat less, and I need to go to the gym, and I need to work out, and I have this whole list of very logical actions that I need to take in order to lose weight. Then there's this other level of our brain called the limbic brain. Now, the limbic brain is our emotional brain. It's the part of the brain that feels things. And this part of the brain far outweighs the neocortex, the logical part of the brain. Often you'll hear that we make decisions on how it feels. Well, it just didn't feel right, or it does feel right. And so we make a decision, and it will overpower our logical, rational brain. And this can happen to us in weight loss. Logically, we know when we get home, we should probably work out for an hour, but that doesn't feel great. It might feel better to sit on the couch, put your feet up, watch a little TV. Logically, you know you shouldn't eat that bowl of ice cream, but the feeling overtakes you, the feeling of wanting how that ice cream is going to taste. So we go ahead and we eat the ice cream. So two sides to the brain, the neocortex, which is the logical part, and then the limbic brain, which is the feeling part. So what we need to do when we are thinking about our weight loss is we need to really tap into what our why is. And our why is all about our feeling. So one of the exercises you're going to have to do this week, we've got these checklists and worksheets that we're going to be sending out to you. And then your worksheet on the why and your goals is about figuring out what your why is. So I want you to think for a moment, why did you decide you wanted to do this program? Obviously, it was to lose weight. Then you need to think about, okay, I want to lose 10 or 15 pounds. This is a 7-week program. But I want you to think about, okay, why am I doing this? Is there a reason? Is the reason because I want to fit into my clothes better? Do I have an event coming up? Is my health deteriorating, so I need to lose weight to be more healthy? So I want you to think about that. really think about why you're doing this program. So that's your why, and I'm going to want you to write it down, and you can even after this class, you can sit down and really put some thought and effort and time into it, what your why is, and then I want you to go a little deeper with it. So I want to lose X amount of weight. So let's just say for me, for example, 10 pounds, how would I feel, or what's my why? Well, my clothes don't fit so great. I've gained some weight over the summer, had a little too much fun. So I want to lose weight so my clothes fit better. How will I feel when they fit better? Well, I'm going to feel a lot better about myself. I'm going to feel good. I'm going to feel more comfortable. I'll feel a little bit more free. I feel like I can go into the holidays and enjoy myself a little bit and not be so worried all the time. Because always worried about, oh, am I gaining a little, gaining a little, gaining a little. So I want you to think about your why. And then I wanted you to think about the feelings associated with that. Maybe, let's just say, for example, there's an event coming up. Maybe you're in a wedding and you want to lose that weight so that when you're up there, you're in the wedding in front of everyone, you can feel good about how you look and you can feel proud of yourself. And then not only that, in that moment, but there's all these pictures. And I know that when I feel like I have too much weight on me, I don't want to be in the pictures. So perhaps the why is I want to feel good. I know the pictures. I want to feel comfortable. I want to be proud. So again, thinking about the feelings behind the why, that's really important because remember, if we go back to the limbic brain is much more powerful than the rational brain. And so we have to be able, when the going gets tough and we start to hit roadblocks, or, oh gosh, it's week 3 and I really want that glass of wine. Oh, the limbic brain's going, well, glass of wine's going to taste really good. Rational brain's like, don't do it. But who wins? Limbic brain often. Then you have to be able to say, okay, but why am I not going to have this glass of wine? It's because I'm going to lose the weight, so I feel good, look good, get the weight off. So writing down your why, posting it on the refrigerator, putting it on your bathroom mirror, writing it in a journal. And then what I really want you to do is after you finish the worksheet, I want you to share it with your coach. Really share it with her, and that will help you further identify it, and then it kind of sinks into your body a little bit more when you're sharing it. And when you're writing things down, it really just settles into your body a little bit more. Because say week 3, week 4, you're hitting the wall, you're feeling like deviating or just quitting, you can pull it out and you can go back into the why and tap into your feelings. That's what's going to keep you going. The other thing you can think about is sometimes it feels really good to be an inspiration to others. So if you get the weight off and you're feeling good and you're confident and someone's like, wow, how did you do that? I could never do that. You'd be like, yeah, you can. I did it and it wasn't that hard and here's how I did it. So if that makes you feel good, if you're the kind of person that wants to be a mentor or share with others or be an inspiration, that's another set of feelings that you can tap into.
It's very low.
I want to let you all know you have a chat option. So if you have any questions as I go through this, I'll take a look and see if I can't answer. I'm not sure if you guys are muted or not, but feel free to chat, or I'm not sure. Let me just try this. That's allow participants to unmute themselves. So yes. Okay, so if you are muted and you want to unmute at any time and just jump in or chat a question, I'll be happy to answer. So that's the why. Oh, the other thing I was going to tell you is there's a great YouTube video by Simon Sinek, who I was referring to in this book. And I know, I'm sorry, again, it's backwards, but the book is Start With Why. It's more of a leadership book, but he really talks about what makes the difference between knowing your why and just the what or the how. Why is so important. But there is a 5-minute YouTube video. I'll post the link on the Facebook page, and then you all can listen to it. It's really very interesting, and it'll help you really kind of tap into your why. Okay, so that's the why. Now, the second part that I want to talk about is setting goals. And I think this is pretty easy here at Seven Company because everything we do is pretty goal driven. You obviously already probably have a goal of how much weight you want to lose, but we want to use a technique. And if you already know this, great. And if you don't, and it's the first time, then I'm just going to share with you about this, this technique. So there's an acronym called SMART. And SMART, the S in SMART is for being specific. So you want to have a specific goal so you know your goal. But let me back up just 1 second. I always like to give the analogy of if you're going to get in the car and you're going to drive, let's say you want to go to California and you're in Virginia and you want to drive to California. If you just got in the car and you just started driving, you might make it to California, you might not. You might go north, south, east, west. You don't know where you're going because you don't have a map or a road map. You just got in the car and you started driving. So it could take years to get to California. So we need to be specific. We need to measure our goals. We need to have a plan, and we need to have a timeline. So when you use SMART, the acronym for SMART, to set up your goals, it's really going to help you. So the first one is just to be specific. How much weight do you want to lose? Okay, so we know that. Now remember, we're talking about 7 weeks. And in a 7-week program, we know that the average weight loss on this program is about 2 pounds a week. So you know, if you do the math, probably at the end of the 7 weeks, you can lose maybe up to 15 pounds. That would be awesome. So that allows you to measure it. So that's the second. So be specific and then be able to measure it. And then the third one is it achievable? Okay, well, if you want to lose 50 pounds in 7 weeks, that might not be achievable. Wouldn't that be nice? But not necessarily achievable. So again, going back to the analogy of driving from Virginia to California, if you're going to be specific, I know where I want to go, and then I'm going to measure it. So I know that's maybe 2,000 miles, and then I'm going to need to break it down into achievable steps. I'm going to go X amount of miles a day within X amount of hours. Same thing with our weight loss. We know we've got 7 weeks. Of course, you can continue after the 7 weeks, but if you want to get to a certain point in 7 weeks, knowing the average is about 2 pounds a week, that's a really good starting point. Now, is your goal achievable? Yes, if you're going in that 15 pounds, 10 to 15 pounds. So is it relevant? That's a question only you can answer. How relevant is that goal to you? And that really takes us back to the why. The why. Is it relevant? You know, what do I want to accomplish in 7 weeks? Wouldn't it be nice by Halloween to have that 10 to 15 pounds off, and then you go into the holidays just feeling that sense of freedom a little bit more, or it's just a good kickstart to wherever you're headed. Okay, so that's achievable, and then relevant, and then time bound. Again, we have already talked about the 7 weeks. Again, depending on your personal goal, you may need more time than that. You may need less time than that. So things that can get in your way would be the little obstacles that pop up along the way that might slow you down, or if you're really diligent, you may have progress a little bit faster. But you have to be able to adjust your goals as well. So in a week, if you're not on track for the 10 to 15, you might have to adjust a little bit. There's only so fast you can go on this program, though. And tapping back into that why. Now we know the first week is the hardest, so if you get through that week, then yay, first week down. And then we've found that a lot of times by the time you hit the 3rd week, that's the other time where people start to get like, oh, do I really want to keep going on this? And have to dig deep into your why. But again, the really awesome thing about this program is that we have ways to measure everything, the InBody and all the great information that it gives you. You can further break down your goal. So again, if we say, let's just go with 10 pounds, and I know I want to lose like 2 pounds a week, we could even break down the week, because sometimes it's just a day at a time. So break down your week into, what do I need to do today? And I really love that, because sometimes just being in the moment is all we can really do. So if you know what you need to do, where you want to get to, break down your week into a day. I know that I need to eat 3 of my ideal protein foods. I need to eat 1 dinner meal with up to 8 ounces of protein, and I need 2 cups of vegetables. So the protocol is laid out very specifically for you. You already know that. What do you have to do? What vegetables am I going to eat? Am I prepared? Have I planned? Do I have my foods all ready? Do I have my lean protein all ready? And I just have to get through the day. And you can even break it down. Okay, I just got to get through the morning. Then I got to get through the afternoon. When do the cravings hit you? Oh, early afternoon. Do I have a plan? Can I make it through the day? Maybe it's at night when I want to have that bowl of ice cream, or I want to have that glass of wine. Make your plan. Really, if you can break it down moment to moment to moment. And if something happens and you get derailed, and you just pick yourself up again and you go, okay, what's the next little piece that I have to accomplish? I get up in the morning. We know we have to drink our water. We have to get our salt in. We have to get our oil in. So it's really very broken down for you. There's not a lot in terms of the planning out of what you need to eat that you have to do, except making sure you're getting your vegetables in. And then coming in each week and having your coaching visit, making sure you don't miss that. And if you need extra foods so that when you're out and about, you don't get derailed because you don't have what you need. Having stuff at the office, having stuff in the car or in your bag. So wherever you are, you don't get derailed. So that's a little bit of the why and the SMART goals. Does anybody have any questions so far? We're going to be talking in future weeks. We're going to spend a whole class on planning and preparation. We're going to spend a class on social occasions. We're going to talk about mindfulness. I've really tried to break down the 7 weeks into things that I thought would be most relevant for you guys, or for me even, if I was going through this, which I am on my own, and talking to the coaches and getting feedback. And what we're going to hopefully do is be able to record these so that I can send them out, and then you can listen to them again. Does anybody want to share their why or share anything? And again, you don't have to talk if you want to just chat it in. I'll be happy to share a little bit. If not, that's fine. The other thing I wanted to tell you all is that we have this Facebook group. And my hope is that we can use this private Facebook group that's just for you all to build a community. Because again, this isn't easy. Weight loss isn't easy. It's hard to get our heads into the game. So we want to support each other as much as we can. So if you feel like you can share what your why is, that's great. If you need help digging down and getting into your why, you could put that out there too, like, help me, I'm struggling, I don't really know what my why is, and we'll try to help you with that, and to put inspiration on there and motivation and just tips and tricks. We'll try to get the conversation going about dinner meals or prepping or your veggies, and just remember that you can be a big source of support to others doing this program. I think we have about 25 people that have decided they wanted to be part of this. And I really want your feedback as we go along, as what do you think is working, or what could be different or better. And then at the end, we're going to have a little celebration at the very end of the 7 weeks, just to celebrate you for wherever you're at, because I'm so excited that you guys decided to be on this Tune-Up Challenge. I'm really pumped about it. I just think it's going to help. So we've got meditations. Later today, you're going to get a meditation that's going to be emailed out to you. So I went through last year a certification to become a meditation teacher with Deepak Chopra. Big fan of meditation. And I was like, how can I bring this into weight loss? And learning mindfulness, learning meditation can really help you on your weight loss journey. It's really a way of calming the mind. And when you settle into tuning into your own body, your body wants what's best for you. And so it will start to give you those signals of, wow, tuning into eating healthy or making the right choices, or just being mindful about the choices that you're making. So let's say it's at night and you're just craving that bowl of ice cream. I don't know why I keep talking about ice cream, but you're craving that ice cream, but then being mindful just means that, okay, I recognize that I want this and I'm going to make an actual decision. I'm not going to just go mindlessly eat it. I'm going to decide, yes, I'm going to eat it. I know it's not the right choice, but I'm going to do it anyway. Or no, I'm really not that hungry. I really don't need the ice cream. I can just step away from it. And that's becoming mindful, where you're just paying attention to what you're doing. And it can help you be so much more successful with your weight loss if you'll give it a chance. So I'm excited because I recorded the meditations myself, and they're designed to calm you, soothe you, help you fall back in love with your body, and learn a little bit of mindfulness along the way. So we've got the meditations. Tomorrow at noon, we are going to be doing our first cooking demo with Coach Surrender, and we're doing shrimp with cauliflower rice, and I'm excited because we're going to do it in her kitchen, like a real cooking show, and that'll be tomorrow. So we'll be doing those once a week. And in your welcome packet that you would have gotten from your coach, there should have been a list of affirmations, and these are positive weight loss affirmations. So again, what we're trying to do is train the mind, train you to be thinking positively, because there's this whole law of attraction that what we think about is what we're going to attract to ourselves. So if we're constantly thinking negatively, I can't lose weight, I feel fat, I am fat, I'm so uncomfortable. If we can flip that and say, I am making progress on my weight loss journey, you need to find one. And there's a list of 30. Find one that resonates with you. And what you're doing is you're planting the positive thoughts into your subconscious mind so that you can attract the positive to you versus the negative. And again, I recommend post one, do it for the week, and just whenever you're feeling frustrated or like doing something off the plan, just write it down. And writing is another thing that just, it's a visceral thing that you're implanting into your subconscious. Every time you write, every time you say it, every time you think it, you're planting the positive thoughts into your whole being. So use those tools. They really do make a difference. Put it on the fridge, put it on the scale, put it on the bathroom mirror, wherever, your computer monitor. I was going to say in your day timer, but who uses day timers anymore? I don't think we do. Anywhere that you can see it as a visual reminder to yourself. I also think when you're working on your why, I don't know if anybody's ever done a vision board, but visualizing where you want to be is another way of bringing it into your subconscious. So if you have an outfit that you've worn in the past and you were thinner and you want to be in that outfit again, find a picture, put it where you can see it. If you can't, go to a magazine and cut out some pictures of some things that mean something to you. And if it's a physical activity that you want to be able to do that you haven't been able to do, you could put that on the refrigerator. Like, oh, I want to do ballroom dancing when I lose 25 pounds. Put a picture up of a ballroom dancer, or going on a trip, or whatever means something to you in regards to your weight loss journey. So it's a visioning. You're visioning what you want. You're planting it in your subconscious. You're putting it out there and you're saying, this is what I want. So it's much better for you to be focusing on what you do want rather than what you don't want. So keeping everything in the positive. You're attracting what you want, not what you don't want. So I'm trying to think of other things that I can do to help you. Oftentimes I'll do a vision board at the beginning of the year of what I want for my whole life at the end of the year. And you do it and you kind of set it aside, and then you pull it out at the end of the year and you see what might have happened for you along the way. Okay. Oh, I have a good question for you all. I would like to know, I'm going to do these master classes once a week, and I picked today, Monday, because it was the first day technically of the Tune Up Challenge, but I'd like to get feedback from you all as to which day and time would be best for you. I was thinking a weekday during the noon hour was like lunch hour for a lot of people when they might be at work, but they might be able to tune in. So if you have any feedback on that, please let me know. And we're going to try to do the cooking demos Tuesdays at noon. I know next week the schedule is going to be a little different, and we will email you because Surinder and I are both out of town, so we have to rearrange. We will be doing it. It just won't be Monday or Tuesday of next week. And look for weekly emails. You should have gotten one this morning. That was a checklist of all the things you need to do this week. And if it helps you to be visual, you could write it down on your calendar, somewhere where you can see things. So I would check, I did my day. We know how important your food journaling is. That's a big part of measuring your goals. And work on your why and work on your goals so that when you come in this week, you can report into your coaches. I think I'm going to ask them to do the worksheets as well so they can share back with you. And I think that really kind of covers everything that I wanted to share with you today. Your worksheet will look something like this. If you had trouble downloading it, just let me know. We're going to try to get that posted on the Facebook page. If you have trouble accessing the Facebook group, let me know. We'll find a way to get you added into it. And just remember, again, when you're working on your why, keep going until you feel something. Why do you want to lose weight? How is that going to make you feel? Try to get an actual feeling going. The feeling is what's going to make the difference. If you're not feeling it, it's going to be hard to overcome. So keep going. If it makes you feel teary or joyful or proud, whatever, then you know you're getting there. You're getting there. So keep asking yourself why. Why do I want to lose weight? Why does it make me, why is it going to make me feel anything when I get into that pair of jeans? What am I going to feel? And why is that important? Is it the jeans? Is it an outfit? Is it an event? Is it my health? So just keep, it's like peeling the layers of an onion. Just keep going. Okay, so just one last chance here. If anybody wants to chat in a question, I am happy to answer. And if not, we are just about done here. So I'm going to say thank you again. I hope this helps, the why and your goals, and chat with your coaches and be sure to give me some feedback. Okay, everybody, thank you so much.